Hello everybody, this is Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Yeehaw, and today we're talking Returnal, and man, I'm so excited for Returnal. This feels like the first real next-gen game. It's only on PS5. I know we had Demon Souls. I'm not saying it's the first, but really it feels like the first, doesn't it? So I want to tell you why I'm so excited for Returnal and why I think you should be too, and I'll also give you some more information about it. And as you can see, my hair is in a decidedly emo mood today. It should be in a screamo band. State of Play. Sony's State of Play. State of Play kind of sounds like a screamo band, but all right, let's talk Returnal. Oh, and thank you so much for watching or listening. If you have it in your heart to click that like button, leave a comment of anything at all, or subscribe. I'm so close to 1,000 subs. It would mean a lot to me. So I hope I give you something good in this video where you go, you know what? I will do that today. Let's talk Returnal and no more of my face. Let's get some of that footage, baby. Returnal, as I said, feels like the first real PS5 next-gen exclusive game. I mean, oh, it looks so good. It's made by Housemarque, who you may know from Resogun. I really love a lot of their games, and I actually feel like even though this is a huge game graphically, I feel like this has the action elements of a Housemarque game. So I'm really excited for it because I think they have nailed all of those games in the past. While I'm talking to you about them nailing these games, but now this being a huge graphical upgrade. Graphical upgrade? That can't be right, Jake. But while I'm talking to you about that, let's talk about the graphics in this. They say it's going to run at 4K, 60 frames per second with ray tracing. I mean, it looks beautiful. I can imagine on PS5 it's just going to play like butter. Those smooth loading times. Oh, I can't wait. So if you don't know much about what the gameplay is going to be like, it is a third-person shooter that is a roguelike. So a roguelike game, or maybe this would be considered a roguelite, but a roguelike game is a game where you are replaying sort of encounters over and over. If you recently played Hades, that's a great example of a roguelike game. There are tons of other amazing roguelikes I love, like FTL and Darkest Dungeon, and I feel like I play so many roguelike games, but basically it means that you're going to be dropped into this world over and over again, and it's going to be randomly generated each time you go. They said that there are 6 environments that you go in that kind of act as, like 6 different dungeons, which is very typical of a roguelike. You move from area to area. You oftentimes get some sort of buff as you move from one place to another. And that continues as you go. And you also not only get buffs, but sometimes you get disadvantages as you play, which, as I've read inside of this game, there are distinct choices you can make that have positive benefits and some highly risk-reward negative penalties for your character. One thing I wanted to jump in and point out, this is just something that I thought the whole time. Maybe you thought this too. Apparently this is not the actress from Game of Thrones and Star Wars, Gwendolyn Christie. I thought this character looked like them, but from what I've read, that is not her. I just figured I would point that out because I didn't know that. I thought that was her, and everything I'm reading is telling me that ain't her. So anyway, back to the game. It seems that the story of your character, Celine, that crash lands on this planet, Atropos, I believe it's called, in your ship. Every time you die, you get resurrected, and it looks like it works very intentionally with the story. Some roguelikes don't care too much about how it works with the story, but again, if you played a game recently like Hades, you're seeing more people use roguelikes to actually tell a pretty interesting story within the confines of having to constantly resurrect and fight everything again. Basically, this character is stuck, at least from what I can see, this character is stuck in a time loop, and they need to figure out the mystery of this world so that they can get out of that loop. Let's talk about price really quick. This is a full-on next-gen game that's taking the $70 price tag. I personally am not in love with the $70 price tag, but I get where it's coming from, and I know we're going to see it more and more. I'm hoping this game delivers on being priced that high. I'm thinking it will. I'm so excited for this game. I can't wait to play it. But it is expensive. It's a $70 game, and $70 for a roguelike. I wonder if it's going to get dinged in reviews because of that. You know, I'm not sure what reviewers are going to say about it really. I'm guessing the game is going to score somewhere in the low 9s to high 8s. But I could see some people dinging it if they didn't think it had enough replayability or enough meat on it, I should say. Replayability is probably not right, but enough unique meat on the game for it to be worth $70. For me, it's already pre-ordered and preloaded, which brings me to my next thing. Hey, if you're going to be pre-ordering this game, do it now and it preloads. Get ready to play tomorrow night at whatever your time zone is listed as. For me, I'm in the Pacific time zone, which is 9 p.m. Pacific time. I can start playing this game. And while you can see the combat is fast and frantic, it just looks so good. I can't wait to see all the different combinations you'll be able to do with the powers and guns inside this game. It also apparently is really fun to play with the DualSense controller. This new controller, if you haven't played the Astrobot game that just shows you what it does, I was a fool and I waited a long time to play it. But let me tell you, it is so unique and so special. It was like that first time I put a rumble pack in my N64 controller and I thought, oh, wow, Star Fox, you're changing my life right now. So this game takes full advantage of the DualSense controller, and I think that's going to be such a treat to check out. Another thing that might just be a little tip, if you're looking between the versions that this game can be, whether it is the the $70 version or the $80 version, the special edition, it looks like every benefit you get from the special edition can be unlocked in the game. We're not sure how long it's going to take to unlock that at this point, but I think it's safe to say that you don't need to pick up the $80 version unless you just really want to, or you want to skip some in-game progression, but everything can be unlocked in-game, all the bonuses. So there's a lot of what I think you need to know to get excited for Returnal. And like I said, I'm very excited. I'm going to be making more content for Returnal. I'm sure of it, just because I can't wait to start playing this game. But let me know what you think down in the comments. You pumped? You got it preloaded? Dude, get it preloaded. I sound like I work for Sony, but I'm just so excited for this one. All right, that's my video about Returnal. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and I will see you all next time. Mwah.